Welcome to your Monday. I'm Jay Cleveland Payne, aka your Mr. Monday, and this quick bit of motivation and inspiration was originally published on June the 10th, 2019. The original message goes as follows. Your role in the grand scheme of time means little, but the little amount of time you have should mean a lot to you and yours. So, going deeper into this message, when we think about history, we often talk about people being footnotes because everyone can't be a large historical figure. There are only so many spaces in history for George Washingtons to exist because there's only so many George Washingtons to be out there. There's only so many people who can actually rise to that stature and do the things that must be done so that people talk about them in history. Also, a fact about history is it is written by the people who win the wars, who survive the conflicts, who literally survive and tell the history that they believe is important to them to carry on to the future generations. There's very little talk about things that don't require you to talk about someone else's culture if their culture doesn't matter to you. So the history that we mostly learn is the history of the majority of the culture. It is what it is. That's why there's so much battle for different cultures to teach their histories here in the United States and in many places as well, and why there's so many weird laws in some places where they don't want the bad parts of history taught because they're afraid people pick up on the wrong parts. Things like Germany, where you're not allowed to talk about the Holocaust and things like Hitler's atrocities, even though it is pretty much solid history, but the way it's presented can often incite people to follow the wrong parts of that history. So your chances of being an historic figure are pretty slim because there are 8 billion people on the planet. Your chance of making a difference to someone important right now is pretty big because there are a lot of people around you right now of those 8 billion that need your help. And it doesn't require a massive undertaking or a large group of followers to you be their personal messiah. It just takes you offering a helping hand to one or two people and having that helping hand basically multiplied by them helping a few people and a few people. And you don't have to be any sort of massive help. It can be something fairly simple, fairly just innocuous, something that you don't even think about very often. Just something you're doing just to be a regular, cool, normal human being who doesn't try to cause any static on the planet. Remember, time is a relative thing, but time is also a resource that is extremely limited. Because once it's gone, it's gone. You can't get the 10 minutes that's already passed because it's already gone. And the 10 minutes that's coming in the future, you can't cheat and pull it ahead of your time. You can't use it ahead of time. Can't bank it because it doesn't really exist. But the time that you do spend, the time you put into everything is extremely important. And you have to think of it in that way. You only have so many years on this planet and so much time with the people that you love and people that you hate. So every single moment with those people should count for something. You should always be looking to do your best anyway and do the best for people that you can because there are legacies that need to be left. There are just people right now in need, and there is the chance that those footnotes may carry up and you could be a fairly significant one. Or maybe you could be a whole chapter in history. You don't really know because it doesn't happen until history happens, and that means you'll have to be gone for it to happen. So if you'd like to have someone write a big chapter about you in history, it'd be great. So make sure you do something worthy of that. And if it doesn't happen, you will know about the people that you helped out in this moment because it'll be obvious. You'll get a chance to see it and enjoy it. And that's what the real enjoyment is. Getting a chance to enjoy what you do for people right now. See the people enjoy it now instead of having people write about you in the future. Because there's no fun in being in history books. You just are. Your role in the grand scheme of time means little, but that little amount of time you have should mean a lot to you and yours. This original message was published on June the 10th, 2019 from Welcome to Your Monday. For more messages like this one, plus books, merchandise, and other information related to this project, visit the website welcometoyourmonday.com.